2019 is coming. Be ready. It will be a year like no other. The American decision to withdraw from Syria has abruptly scrambled the geopolitics of the Middle East, clearing the way for Iran to expand its influence across the region, leaving Israel virtually alone to stop it, and raising the prospect that thousands of Islamic State prisoners could be set free. Beyond the region, President Trump's announcement ricocheted from Moscow, where it was praised, to Washington, where it was the catalyst for the resignation of Defense Secretary Jim Mattis. The decision shows that even a relatively small move, the United States has only about 2,000 troops in Syria, can have far-reaching consequences in a complex war, leaving allies struggling to cope and adversaries pleased and emboldened. Donald's right, and I agree with him, said President Vladimir V. Putin of Russia, whose influence over Syria can only grow more dominant as the United States exits. Turkey, Iran, and the Syrian government also stand to reap enormous immediate benefits from the American withdrawal. On the other hand, allies like the Kurdish forces who fought alongside the United States in Syria feel betrayed and are threatening to free thousands of Islamic State prisoners if the United States abandons them. Israel, which hoped the American presence in Syria would block Iran from completing its corridor to the sea, now has to reckon with a new reality. So, as the American decision ripples across the region, many countries will be forced to reassess their relationships. The result could be a series of new balancing acts: Israel trying to tilt Russia against Iran, Turkey playing Russia and the United States off one another, and Syria balancing the Kurds against Turkey, among others. It's about what kind of world are we leaving to the future generations? And that should be a very important question to ask. Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 12. And their houses and buildings shall be turned unto others, with their fields and wives together. I will stretch out my hand upon the inhabitants of the nation, saith the Lord. For from the least of them even unto the greatest of them, every one is given to covetousness, and from the prophet even unto the priest, every one deals falsely. They have healed also the hurt of the daughter of my people slightly, saying, Peace, peace, when there is no peace. Were they ashamed when they had committed abomination? No, they were not at all ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore they shall fall among them that fall. At the time that I visit them, they shall be cast down, saith the Lord. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways, and see, and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein. But you shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. Also I set watchmen over you, saying, hear the sound of the trumpet. But they said, we will not hear. Therefore hear, you nations, and know, O congregation, what is among them. Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people, even the fruit of their thoughts, because they have not heard or listened to my words, nor to my law, but rejected it. Revelation chapter 13, verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Again, it's time for prophecy to be fulfilled. Revelation chapter 16, verse 12. And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river, Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings and leaders of the east might be prepared. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, out of the mouth of the beast, out of the mouth of the false prophet. For they are the spirits of devils, working miracles, which go forth unto the kings and leaders of the earth and of the whole world, to gather them to the battle of that great day of God Almighty. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watches and keeps his garments, lest he walk naked, and they see his shame. And he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon. It's time for the physical and spiritual manifestation of the book of Revelation. 2019 is here. Be ready. It's still about what kind of world are we leaving to the future generations? And that should be a very important question to ask. Again, be ready.